I was too into crypto a lot and I didn't have a chance to share my experience, knowledge with anybody. So I had to create the channel. My first airdrop was in September, October last year. It was Aptos airdrop, and it was like easy one actually. And since then, I'm very into the airdrop space. I think we are now in the disbelief phase that everybody kind of, they have some euphoria already, but at the same time, all people are afraid that it will go to zero or it will crash again. If we are talking about Bitcoin, maybe it could go like to 30 like minimum, and then I hope it will be bull market.
Hi everyone, I have an esteemed guest with us today, Galina from CoinGirl channel. So maybe can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Thank you for inviting. Hello, everybody. My name is Galina. I'm running social media called CoinGirl. It is mainly YouTube, but also Medium articles, Telegram, Twitter. And I started it about 2 years ago because I was too into crypto a lot and I didn't have a chance to share my experience, knowledge with anybody. So I had to create the channel to have new friends in crypto. And since then it went very well. I did some interesting connections, was part of some projects, so met a lot of friends, built community. So I'm very excited about this space and our discussion today.
Perfect. So you see now, maybe we are like right now in end of December, it looks like maybe you are onto something in the markets. There's like some movements upwards. So do you think this will amount to something or just like maybe a dead cat, a bounce in the market? What's your feeling?
If you know the chart of stock market, like the different phases and the emotional of people, like psychology behind investing, I think we are now in the disbelief phase that everybody kind of, they have some euphoria already, but at the same time, all people are afraid that it will go to zero or it will crash again. So I think we are kind of in this phase for now. So me personally, I think we could see some crash. If we are talking about Bitcoin, maybe it could go like to 30 like minimum, and then I hope it will be bull market because we will have for Bitcoin in April, everybody is waiting for halving, and I think all institutionals are already ready with mass adoption. So I'm pretty Bitcoin maximalism and actually bull.
But I see like you touch on about airdrops a lot, like in your videos. So it's like this. Maybe you can let us know like a bit about let the audience know a bit about airdrops. What is it about, and does it mean?
Okay, sure. So for those people who are not aware of the airdrops already, so it is the way how the projects reward the early adopters, early supporters, because like each blockchain, each project, they need the early users who community who like the project. Blockchains need transactions. So in this case, projects like give you some the tokens at launch for you using the network testing like testnet. It could be mainnet, and so it is the way how a lot of people now are earning a reward. So it was I think back in 2021 too, but I started last year, and my first airdrop was in September, October last year. It was Aptos airdrop, and it was like easy one actually. And since then, I'm very into the airdrop space. I got a lot of people who are also, like learning about it, like the community. So basically, what you do, you need some activities to do on monthly basis or weekly basis, and in this case some projects could reward you for this. They may not.
So it's like something at the initial phase only of any project, or does it also sometimes continue like in a sustainable manner during the project life cycle itself?
It could be multiple times once the project is launched already, and we saw this already with Optimism, and I expect this to happen with Aptos and Arbitrum, that they could give a few waves of those airdrops. It's not something like announced and people know in advance, just our like projections, hopes. And
Just to
it
make
could
the
be also
optimism relevant to the audience, optimism and Arbitrium is basically built on Ethereum to
layer.
improve the Ethereum functionality, basically, in terms of transaction.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, layer 2 is the second layer of Ethereum blockchain to scale it, to make it cheaper, because the biggest problem for, at least for the end users, it's the price of Ethereum. Yeah, so
right now,
those
what is the
projects could.
airdrop that you are eyeing? Like, is there anything that the audience should look for in the current market? Like, is there any upcoming airdrop that's famous or popular?
Yeah, I would say for people who already into airdrop for the last 6 months. So for now, all the people waiting for layer 0, Starknet, and zk-Sync. So it is not sure it's a good idea for the new users to start with this, because most probably they already did the snapshot. It is the date when they look at all the transactions, they check who is eligible for this airdrop or not. And for everybody who is just want to start and researching this topic, I would say the new trends are Solana airdrops. It is actually something new because they did a few airdrops like prior months. It was a huge one. Plus, we see how Solana is performing right now, and everybody turned to bullish on this network. So I would say first chain, it is Solana, and another trend we see now, it is also Cosmos ecosystem airdrops. And people start looking into Cosmos in more detail. I did it starting from 2022, but now it is the trend, and I think it's still good timing for the new users to join.
Is there a place like or a platform where users can go and see, for example, when is the expected airdrop? So basically, they can avoid having the left out of the snapshot. So just also to explain on the snapshot, maybe you can explain it as well. Like, what does a snapshot mean for the audience who don't know?
Yes, the snapshot, it is kind of cut-off date when project go to the blockchain, it looks to the transactions, and it picks like all the wallets which have specific, which meet specific criteria, let's say a specific amount of transactions, volume, it could be minimum amount, which is sitting on account, so multiple criteria based on what projects expect from the users to do.
So it's not like automatic
rewards.
for everyone. It's sometimes it's limited based on a specific criteria.
Yeah, it depends on the project. Some projects, they ask to do a lot of activities because maybe you're aware of not. There are some projects now which build some community platforms where projects and users could meet. So projects put some tasks in there, users are doing it. And in this case, projects building community, and their end users, they want to, at the end, have some rewards from those projects. So in this case, multiple projects, they put some tasks, quests in there. So it is how it's mainly work for now.
When you said about Solana, when you said about Solana's airdrop, is it like about the tokens for layer 2 on Solana or Solana token itself?
No, it's some protocols, different projects building on Solana, some DEXs, like let's say, and they airdrop their own tokens because, you know, for now, it's a lot of projects which are in Web3 already, but they don't have the token yet. And potentially all those projects will launch their token in some period of time. I mean, maybe not 100% of the project, but like 50% at least, my idea. So, and why actually projects are also doing airdrops right now, because everybody is like worried about like crypto regulations, how it could be looked in the legal perspective. And if the projects at first it just give the tokens to the community, so in this case they're good in this like crypto regulations
Yeah, like
part.
for example, there wouldn't be like capital gain tax and all these things, especially if it starts out like
Yes, so it's like, yeah, it is actually number one reason why projects are interested in this, because in this case they are good. Second reason is it's a good marketing for the projects, because imagine if everybody received like 2K, 20K, 30K, depends on the airdrop, and people like virally start talking about this because they're so impressed. Other people looked at like his friend got 30K of dollars. They also start chatting about this. So all the YouTubers start talking about this. So it's kind of like free marketing for them
So
as
you
well.
say this is like a shift in the market from the older strategy, which was like shortlisting a few investors and then selling to them like pre-sale and all this. So this is like the shift in the market on the direction.
No, those projects still have like seed rounds, first like investors, like it could be, because if you want to airdrop like $30 million or more, so sometimes like it's a very huge amount, so you need some funding. So those projects we talked before, like those are big blockchains like Aptos, Arbitrum, like Optimism, which are layer 2 scaling of Ethereum. They have a lot of fundings prior to that, so no, it should be like big projects with big budget already. Yes.
I see. So let's say, so I think the only thing left in the airdrops is about the scams. How do users know that because sometimes, you know, scammers would send like some free tokens, and then it's like mimicking. It's either mimic. There's a few kinds of scams. So maybe can you like warn the users and explain to them?
Oh, yes, scam. Like I think in general in crypto and in airdrop space, it's yeah, horrible. Like now all the time, because I think all the new users who come in, they will struggle with this. Even people who are already in the crypto space, in airdrop space, they could be hacked because of this. So mainly what I personally see, what kind of scam could be in airdrop space. In Twitter, for example, you could see some like ads tweet, because if you look at it, like some people, like maybe with even verified accounts, they could say, oh, yeah, I just got 15K in this airdrop, go to this link and claim it. So why it works? Because people emotionally want to check it, because they're like, even who are like a lot of people who spend a lot of time in crypto space, sometimes it even
Just get curious, maybe. So they just want to see what's up. And then as soon as they click on
yes,
the link, then maybe there's like a scam behind the scene.
yes, so it could be Twitter. So sometimes, yeah, you could be like mentioned in some tweets saying check this airdrop, and it could be whatever Celestia chain link, something like which is trendy right now. So in this case, what is important is to check like the link itself, go to official Twitter, check what is the website mentioned here, check actually the original official channel in Twitter. It's very important. It is like first level of what you could do.
And maybe you can
least
find like some reputable people like you, for example, to focus on the airdrops, so they can see like maybe what you're talking about, and like instead of just following anything that they hear about on Twitter, like they have to make their own research basically before they click on any link or anything.
Yes, and if like people a long time in airdrop, so they're just starting, but they want to learn, so they will like follow some like channel communities, so they will be in touch with other people, and they could even ask, is it a legit, is it scam or not? So it's some discussion. So if you're like more in deep in crypto, maybe it's also worth to check the contract in, for example, DeFi scanner, because it shows like the liquidity, the contract, what is potential problem could be. It gives like the mark out of 100, but it's I would say for those who are a bit
maybe
more in
like
the
you can check the tokenomics, like for example, how is this token like inflationary, how much the owners of the tokens have, how much control do they have. Does this thing also should person check for?
Actually those scanners even show this information, like how much crypto those like main wallets hold, so it's also good. And you know, another like positive thing from those airdrops, so sometimes you don't only receive the main airdrop, sometimes you could receive some other crypto, what's like, let's say some meme coins, which are launched on those like ecosystems. They also want to make people know about these projects, and in this case, they just airdrop for, let's say, 90K of users, and say like, claim it, and they give some referral link to you. In this case, it's also becoming like viral and in 1-2 days.
But how do you
So
know,
it's
for example, let's say you received some tokens or something, and then you get like maybe a message or something that you should go to this link to claim more or to convert it or
they
something.
don't. Yeah, they don't send it to you. They just there is a website where you could again connect your wallet, and if you have eligibility, some tokens, you could claim it. But it's also could be like a good airdrops, and I have a few which I'm actually holding it, and I think it will be good in the bull market. And at the same time, it could be some scams as well. So people should be
So I think the
careful.
bottom line
Sometimes
is
it
just
works.
like do your own research before you get excited. So like keep your emotions
Yes, so don't be
in check.
don't be too excited. Also, if like people could see like go to like scans of each network, they could see there's like all the transactions for their wallets, and sometimes outside of your transactions, you could see that you like received NFT, for example, and if you click on this NFT, like it will show you, the picture will show you are like some airdrop, you have some like free tokens, and I don't know what happened next because I never clicked on this, but actually, yes, that's a bad idea. And sometimes you could see a lot of tokens on your wallet which you don't ever
Because I think basically an
bought.
NFT they can put any kind of link. So it could be a link to a virus, something to hack your wallet, or anything. So yeah, as long as like person is
Yes.
not sure that they are aware of this project exactly and they already researched it well, and they make sure like if I understand from you correctly that the usernames can be changed like on the case of Twitter, but also maybe the token like basically to make sure everything is correct, like check the token symbol, the address for the token, the contract. So you go deeper in levels as you get like more experience, right? Like for example, the first level is like you check Twitter is verified. Second level, maybe check the symbol and the contract address. Fourth level, maybe like check the actual contract itself, make sure there's no vulnerabilities or research what others are saying about it. So yeah, I think that's good.
Yes. Also, for example, if it's new launches, sometimes some projects like, for example, Venom, it's a big also blockchain, which is doesn't have its own token yet, but it's in some time in the future, maybe next year it will be launched. But some other guys, they already created a token with the same name called Venom, and they just put liquidity on Uniswap. And other people who are not so and it is sometimes it happened, and this token got like 1 million in liquidity, or more people start trading it because some people really think that it's original Venom and it's already
So
in
did
trading,
they
but
copy the
it's
same
just a
smart
scam.
contract and just change the symbol, or what did they do?
No, it's there is no relation with original blockchain. It just the name is the same, and they somehow got it like viral. So and people think that on on a Uniswap it's like this Venom, and most probably it will be
I think
they
that's
will
why
be
they
early.
give in the DeFi swaps. Normally, they will give you a warning if you are adding like a new contract, like make sure this is the original and like that. I think maybe that's why they give this message, because otherwise people just put any contract there and then maybe it's not the original. It just looks similar on.
Yes. Also, if we're talking about some like scams outside of airdrop, sometimes if it's again early projects, even before it's launched, they could send you like some Telegram chat, or they could add you in some group and say it's some pre-launch opportunity to be at pre-sale, and this price go to Uniswap and buy it straight from there.
And then maybe
Of course
after you
it's
buy it, then they basically sell you their token, which is worthless, and then you end up with the token and cannot sell it back.
They could do it in multiple ways. So, for example, they could just remove the liquidity, and then it's stopped trading, and they will have their own tokens, but also they will have a lot of ETH or other like USDT or something. So another way, they could just sell all their tokens, and it will go to zero. Maybe
So other than scams, do you think like for example the airdrops, when is the good time to sell these airdrops? Let's say you get a legitimate airdrop. Is there like a special time or a good time to sell it, or what do you act upon it after you get it?
People have different strategies. So I know a lot of people who sell it at first. Some, like, for example, I'm holding it because it's just my own strategies. I'm like buying the assets and then I will sell it, like, I would say in 2024, 2025, once it's grow a lot.
So basically,
But
different
it's
strategies similar to normal trading. Like basically,
yeah, I would say
everyone
it's
have
for
different
normal.
strategy.
Yes, because I see a lot of people who saying I regret selling this. So same as in the average investing, but it's also how you like the project. Because, for example, if I'm like believing in Arbitrum, I'm holding Arbitrum. If some people they just like received $100, they're happy, they're selling it, they spend it for futures trading or some other crazy things. So it's yeah, people do different things. And it's
So is there any closing thoughts, or also like shout out to your channel and social media? Maybe you can
yeah, so
where
I
can people
encourage
find you?
everybody actually at least yeah, to like start with airdrops, and it's a good idea to join maybe my Telegram channel. We could put the link, and we have the community in there. So if people want to like chat with people with the same like mind, I would
Did you
say
have
it's a
the
good
same
idea.
username everywhere, CoinGirl, or it's a bit different?
Yeah, CoinGirl, somewhere CoinGirl Crypto. Yes, it's
Okay,
same
perfect.
everywhere.
So just put all the links
Yeah,
in the description.
yeah. Thank you so much for our talk. It was a pleasure for me.
Nice talking to you.
Bye bye.